Hello Darts Nutz, welcome to Darts Review channel. I got a very nice set of darts here from the Shot Pro Play series, and I'm probably not going to get his name right here, but this is my stab at it. I think it's JITSE WAL or WAL, and he's got a, I haven't had them out of the box yet, but it looks like a kind of a Dennis Priestley style bulbous spring onion shape, but rather nice in that black and gold. So looking forward to checking these out. So let's check them out. So I'm reviewing the 24 gram version, the 90% tungsten. You can also get them in 26 gram. There is no soft tip, and the retail for £79.95. So as is normal the case with the Shot Pro series, the boxes are pretty much the same, but they have a different like sticker for each player, and inside you've got a foam inlay holding the contents in place, and it comes supplied with the, I think, is that the koi? I'm not sure. No, it's the tau carbon stems, and some rather colourful small standard shaped flights. Nice pattern on them. That's fit with a black quarter point, and as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of like that Dennis Priestley spring onion style, kind of like a parallel section, and then it flares out into a bulbous section on the front. So there you go, and quite a nice looking dart that. And the front half has got a black tie coating on, and almost like a standard ring and groove, but I'm not sure if it's got a slight, just a second. Yeah, I think the front on the nose there is a little bit like a shark style grip with a chamfered leading edge, and then you've got a smooth section for someone, dreaded smooth section, DSS, and then on the rear it's kind of like a triple ring grip with lateral cuts and a gold tie, contrasting nicely, so quite grippy on that rear section there. So it could be a nice one whether you're a front or rear gripper, but I'm sure it'll be fine for some mid grippers as well, and fitted with the tau in between stems and the small standard JITSE WAL flights. Quite colourful flight. So there you go, nice looking dart. So on the tape you've got a kind of like shallow flattened shark style grip, and then on the bulbous part it's a standard ring and groove section and some slightly wider rings past that, and then the dreaded smooth section with the Viking logo, and it also has what I think is a heart. I'm not really sure what they are. Kind of looks like a heart, but slightly strange drawing of one, but I don't know what all that's about. It's on the flights as well. And then on the rear it's a parallel section with these kind of triple ringed bands with lateral cuts and the gold tie coating. So there you go, that's the super close look at the JITSE WAL darts. The dart's fitted with a black quarter 29mm point. You've got a tapered front nose that's made of a kind of a flat shark style ring grip, not that grippy, but 7.4mm for that. Then you've got a thin ring and groove section, 11mm, some wider rings and the grooves 6mm, a smooth section 6mm, and then the rear section have kind of made of these triple rings with lateral cuts, that's 17.6mm, and then a small smooth taper on the end, 2mm. Length is 50mm, the widest is 7.4mm. 24.06 grams, 24.05 grams, and 24.07 grams. Full setup 25.63 grams. So here's the balance with nothing attached, and this is the balance with the supplied setup. So the rear section is the grippiest, I would say about 6 out of 10 for that. Alright, let's give them a throw and see how they go, as is going to be the norm from now on. because of my elbow, I'm just going to do one dart at each double, not doing any warm-up, straight into it. So if it looks bad, it probably is bad. But I'm gonna hold it on that kind of like bulbous section first, as being a front gripper. Actually felt a little bit more grippy than I first thought then. But yeah, I'm just holding it there, so I'm not on the tapered part, just kind of like where it bulges. I was going for the 20s and it's double one I'm supposed to be going for. Nowhere near. Definitely a very nicely front weighted feel though, and I was expecting that to be the case with that kind of a shape. But like I've mentioned before, with these kind of slightly bulbous darts, sometimes I feel as if they're rocking on my fingers, whereas this one, it's not like a really pronounced bulbous part. It kind of like tapers a little bit, so it feels a little bit more settled in the fingers with this one. Yeah, got one. Ooh, and that hurt. Yeah, I don't know why it did, but it did. I don't know what is wrong with my arm. I'm going to be booking an appointment with the physio again soon, but I've noticed if I put my arm up there and like that, all that seems to tense around there, and it kind of goes like hard. If I do it with the left, it still feels soft. So I'm suspecting that I may have got the same problem as what's with my hand, like a fibrous thickening of the tendons, and I think that's why my throw gets a bit jerky sometimes, because there's no suppleness to it anymore. Oh, what can I do? Actually feels rather nice, this dart. It's probably one of the nicer feeling ones of that kind of shape. Like I say, sometimes it kind of puts me off, but that one hasn't felt too bad there. Kind of sits nice in the fingers. I'll try it moving up a little bit, so I'm a little bit towards the middle, but not probably fully in the middle there. Right, I'll move it up just a little bit further so I'm fully on that silvery section. Actually flies quite nice from that spot. Into the air quite nice there. It's definitely still front weighted though, even holding it in that spot. Right, it's just because of the bulbous section at the front. Was he on 16, wasn't it? Oh, got one. Oh, I got another one. I am not doing too bad considering. I'll try it on the rare gold part now. I think this one might be the more painful. I don't know why when I set my fingers up for that position, it seems even harder to get square onto the board. But trials and tribulations of throwing a dart. I'm going to start practicing my left again. I think that's the only option. I just don't think I'm ever going to get anywhere with the left though. That was actually quite smooth through the air. And that's just because of my elbow, that. Actually flying quite smooth from that rear grip. I'll have one last throw from there. I think it's just down to the way the balance is of the dart. So it could be a dart that could work for anyone really. It just depends on the individual, I suppose. I'll just have a try at the trebles. Can't tell if that's in the treble 5 or what. Oh, nearly got a treble 20.
yeah, it actually feels rather nice throwing it from there. Travel 12. So I'll leave it there. It's not going to push me luck, but that's a surprisingly nice dart, that. Definitely a front weighted feel no matter where I'm holding it, but it wasn't flying too bad at all, whether it was from the middle, the rear, the front. So I'm quite chuffed with that particular dart. Just a pity I can't take proper advantage of it. So there you go, that's the whatever, I don't know how you pronounce his name. So I was going to say again, I keep remembering I haven't done a gallery, so I'm just going to leave you. See you in the next one. Happy darting.